Welcome back everyone, here's a quick 5-minute guide for you to learn everything you need to know about Qiuyuan. As always, I do like giving back into the Wuthering Waves community, so make sure to stick until the end for the giveaways. Let's begin with his Forte circuit. There are various ways to fill up his Forte, and some more efficient than others, as you can see on the screen. His intro skill gives at least 2 bars, while basic attack and the basic attack and 2 bars or dodge counter gives half a bar. After you fill his Forte, different numbers of bars filled provides various special effects. At 1 bar, his basic attack string now counts as heavy attack damage. At 2 bars, he grants 30% echo skill damage for 30 seconds, and all basic attacks fill half a bar of Forte. Then at 3 bars, you can use his heavy attack to trigger a 3-string combo, which counts as using a unique echo skill each. Before we talk about the rest of his kit, let me tell you a neat little trick that Qiuyuan can do. A few seconds after Qiuyuan performs a basic attack 3, or a heavy attack, he enters a special state where black ripples appear on the ground. Upon being attacked in this state, he will automatically dodge counter, which is pretty cool, right? Now moving on to his resonance skill, he has both a press and hold version. If you press the skill, he dashes forward and deals damage. If this is cast while being attacked, he's immune to this instance of damage and stagnates nearby enemies. His hold skill is a very unique traveling mechanic. It allows you to rush through the air when not in combat. If there's an enemy as he lands, he will also deal damage to them. Next, we have his Resonance Liberation. Now this is where his main buffing capabilities lies. Upon casting his ultimate, he deals a big slash that counts as casting a unique echo skill and increases the crit damage percent of all party members up to 30%. For every 1% over 50% crit rate he increases the crit damage by 2%. So to maximize this buff, you want to aim for at least 65% crit rate on Qiuyuan. His intro skill is pretty standard, does some damage and fills his Forte by 2 bars, whereas his outro skill is extremely unique. His outro buffs echo skill damage by 50%, which is extremely valuable for main DPSs like Galbrena and Frolova. His inherent skills are mainly his Forte. The first one allows his Forte to deal 50% more damage and generate 30% more concerto, while the second one increases the attack by 10% when using his Forte after casting an echo skills. The first note is very important to ensure that your Qiuyuan has enough concerto after finishing his rotation. As for support, Qiuyuan's rotation is fairly simple. You want to go with intro, ultimate, echo skill, basic attack twice, hold heavy to use the Forte skill, then spam the Forte until it's dry, then outro. For his build, he wants a 3-piece Law of Harmony and a 2-piece arrow set. This means any of the 3 arrow damage percent sets currently in the game will suffice. He would want the typical 4-3-3-1-1 build, prioritizing at least 65% crit rate for his buffs, then crit damage, attack, heavy attack percent, flat attack, and energy regen. As for the weapons, his signature Emerald Sentence is his best of slot, followed by Camellia's Red Spring, then Chang Li's Blazing Brilliance, and finally the classic Emerald of Genesis. For support Qiuyuan's teams, he works best in teams with an echo skill damage percent DPS like Galbrena or Frolova. Galbrena, Qiuyuan, Shorekeeper, or Lupa if you're confident for the best teams. And then we have Frolova, Cantarella, and Qiuyuan. This team also synergizes well together. Now for the Qiuyuan lovers wanting to play as a DPS, I would recommend pulling for S3 to truly unlock his damage potential if you want to. You go with Qiuyuan, Shorekeeper, or Qiuyuan, Frolova, and Shorekeeper dual DPS style. Moving on to the sequences, S1 gives a 20% crit rate increase and using a Forte cannot be interrupted. Sequence 2, 2 stacks of Forte gives another 30% echo skill damage bonus for a total of 60% for 30 seconds. S3, the ultimate damage multiplier increases by 500%. If his concerto is full and his Forte isn't, he can cast a special E that fills up 2 bars of Forte and hits a lot harder but consumes 60 concerto. Basically, just allows him to do his rotation twice and hits like a truck. As for sequence 4, attack increased by 20%. And then S5, ignore defense by 15%. And then as for S6, heavy attack stagnates nearby enemies by 5 seconds or until they take damage. Upon finishing using his Forte, does echo skill damage equal to 600% of his attack. Casting his special E mentioned in S3 gives an additional 100% crit damage. So what do you think? Are you going to be rolling for Qiuyuan or are you going to be saving up for Chisa? Well, I appreciate you all watching until the end, and here are the winners from the previous giveaway event. I made sure to announce it in my Discord, so make sure you join the community there. I'll be doing a Qiuyuan giveaway this time around, and you can save it for either him or Chisa. Same rules as before, leave a comment and I will use a randomizer to pick them and announce them on the Discord. Thanks again, and make sure to hit that subscribe button and peace out. Oh yeah, I'm gonna probably pick like 2 this time around. So, bye!